let me get back to what I was showing you here. You know, last week I was getting ready to cut this, or I did cut this at the first of last week's show. And I got it all done painted, so I thought I would show it, but I've now had to disconnect that camera, so I'll just bring it over here. But this thing turned out pretty cool. Lots of little teeny tiny pieces, and turned out pretty cool. So anyway, got it done. I'm all ready for St. Patrick's Day. All right, so tonight I thought I would try some glass. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've watched a few videos, and I'm going to go with the settings that I saw them using. And let's see, let me get this fired up. I have some old glass, and when I say old, this glass is probably 30, 40 years older. So, but this is all out of an old camper. I have a bunch of these pieces, and this is one of those camper doors where you crank and the windows fold out, you know, them old kind. So I'm gonna try a piece of this, and I painted it green because that's what I had. I had only just a little bit of black left, and I really didn't have enough, and I had more green. I thought, well, I'm just going to try painting it green, and then we'll also try doing on the other end without any paint at all. So, okay, Ryan says that looks great. I guess he's talking about the little leprechaun thing. Yeah, it turns out I love doing those things. They're kind of tedious, and you know, but I just love getting all the pieces painted, glue them all back in like that, and then it just pops. I really like it. But anyway, we're going to try to do some glass, and I'm going to probably bring you back up here. Let's see, I don't need that picture anymore. I'm going to, I got a couple of pictures since I used that green paint. I thought, well, maybe I should try to do an image of like the Incredible Hulk or something, since it's that, you know, that green paint. And I got a couple on my phone, and then I emailed them to myself, and I got them off the thing, and I put them on this flash drive, and then I come out here. Couldn't get the flash drive to work in that stupid hub. So I am going to just go on here and look, and I'll bring y'all with me. I'm sure I can probably find the same pictures. Let me get, this is where I was. And I was just trying to find something that's like a headshot or something. I don't see the ones I saw when I was looking on my phone. And I don't know that because I got it painted green, I don't know that that's going to make it turn out right or not, but I thought I would try it. I'm not finding anything that looks at all like what I got off my phone. So that's an old school one right there, and it looks like Big Lou. All right, let's see. Well, I can't believe I'm not. finding the one at all. Let's look right here, wallpaper. The one I got off my phone was from. It was just a headshot, you know, up real close. And I am not seeing it. Not seeing it here. Well, I may just have to get one of these and I don't know. Let's see, maybe this. Let's see what this one looks like. Ah, yeah, we'll try this one. Okay, so we'll stick these in here where we had this other stuff. Let me put let's see if that's, yeah, there it is right there. All right, yeah, what the heck, we'll try that one. And now what I want to do is go to that image R stuff. Let's see, where did I put that? There it is. So we'll try this one and see. Doesn't hurt to try, right? Maybe we'll just crop the yeah, I don't know how big this thing is. We'll leave it like that, I guess. And then we'll resize. This glass is about, at least the area I have painted is about 6 by 12. So I'm going to make this width 5. 8.6, yeah, that should cover it. I'm going to do about 300 dots per inch. All right, now we want to select the material. We want to do CO2 with glass. And there's what we have. Okay, I guess there is a lot of stuff there. We'll give that a shot. What the heck? I don't really know what I'm doing anyway, so does it really matter? No. All right, so let's download a PNG, and then we, of course, we get the ads that pop up. Yeah, right. It says Hulk Smash Dave's USB hub. Yeah, I think I'm going to, I guess, buy another one. That thing got all screwed up or something. I don't know. It just don't know about it. Okay, so let's let me get Lightburn open here. And we will import this guy right here. And the setting, boy, that's almost the settings that I saw somebody using. They said 500 millimeters per second with power of 12. So I'm going to drop that power down and we'll give this a shot. Now, I don't think know if I'm going to be able to do my camera now. All right, I'm going to try it there. I know you guys can't see what the heck I'm doing here, but okay, so there it is. We'll see if this is going to work. So let's in. All right, that now we got it going. Yeah, I had all that running a while ago, and I turned it off right before I went live. And I always forget that because that chiller makes that much noise. I always think everything's still on. Yeah, it's doing something. We'll see how that looks. Let's see who we got in here now. Jerry, if you got a link by any chance to that powered hub, the one that you says works good, let me know if you've got, Amazon link or whatever. I'll sure use it. Ryan says I need a powered one. Okay. Yeah, I'm assuming this one isn't powered. It's just, like I said, on the thing here, it says high power supply system, but there's nothing to plug in except for the USB port. This is it. And then it's got this little light, the little LED that comes on, I guess, when it's plugged in, but that's just going to show it it's getting the 5 volts from here. So I don't know. It was just a cheap one, but it worked for a little while, but just not cutting now. So. I probably made it work way too hard last Saturday when I was trying to, I had issues with that laptop because it hadn't been turned on in probably a couple of months. And then when even though I'd had it turned on, I couldn't figure out why everything was so slow, and it was trying to do all the updates and stuff. So now that I've got, I came out the next morning and turned it on and let it go through all the updates and stuff, and then started playing around with that little SainSmart CNC, and it worked fine after that. So I don't know. I know you guys can't see it just yet, but this thing might look pretty good. I see, is it getting blurry because I see my little message starting to pop up, and of course that camera is trying to let's do it this way. We'll do it that way. Let's see. Let's change that out. There we go. I have everything else turned off, and you know, last week when we were out here, it did just fine. But now I see it's got that little error talking about connection. I just can't win for losing out here on this thing. Let's see that. Jerry says, the one I have says Amazon on it, but I will send you the link. It has power. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, send me the link for it, and I'll definitely check it out. I'm going to have to come up here now and see. I want to see if that thing is looking funky on YouTube. No, it doesn't look too bad. Okay, let's see here. Ryan says, I saw a video of a guy using this one, kind of cool. You can shut it off. You can shut off the power to individual ports, okay? Says it was, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll try to find one that's at least a USB 3. Which, like I said, that one is, but, and it's plugged into the only USB port in the front of this thing, which is a 3, but it, yeah, I think this thing might look pretty cool. And I've got a whole bunch of that glass. Because you know me, I'm a hoarder. I'm not going to throw anything away. When I tore that thing apart, I saw that glass in it, and I'm like, well, don't know what I use it for, but I'll hang on to it. And I had to dig one of them out earlier today. That thing might work pretty good. Okay, Jerry said he just bought the one with only 2 power ports. Having tomorrow. There you go. Nothing like a good impulse buy, I always say. Let's see how long we've been running here. 6 minutes and almost 7 minutes. I don't know that it's going to take 20 minutes, or what did I say? 28 minutes or something like that. I don't know that it's going to take that. I think it might look kind of cool. Jerry, I guess you've probably been too busy doing the layered stuff. You probably hadn't tried any glass yet, have you? Or is anybody else in here tried the glass? Jerry says, I did a tile last night. Came out pretty good, but wow, it took almost 2 hours. What size tile was it? Was it a Surely wasn't a 4x4, or I mean 4" by 4". Because they shouldn't take that long. Yeah, I think that thing's gonna look pretty cool. That piece of glass was so long, you can't really get a good look at it from with that camera. But I can stand and look almost right over it and see. In case anybody's wondering why I've got this shirt on, we have had the craziest weather. You know, we were getting like 80 and 85-degree days, and old man winter decided to rear its ugly head again, because it's been, well, like today I think it got up to about 65, but we got another freeze warning tonight. This will be the third day in a row we've got a freeze warning for overnight, which means that they think it's going to get around 31 or 30, something like that. And I think it's mostly for people to cover their plants and stuff, although, you know, I don't ever put anything out this early. But I guess some people do. Ryan says, I have some glass to play with from a flower store that was revamping the store. Okay. Good deal. Apparently, like I said, this is running only 12% power, so I don't think it's going to take a whole lot. Jerry said his tile was 6x6. Wow. I've got some 6x6 in there. I haven't even opened that case yet. I've been using the 4" by 4". Ryan says, Dave, is that spray paint? Yeah, Brian, that's just some cheap, well, I don't have the can out here. Just some cheap Ace Hardware. It's either the Ace brand or it's the Rust-Oleum. I'm not sure which. But yeah, just some cheap green spray paint. If it is trailer glass, it is safety glass. Probably it might shatter if you're not careful. After that laser job, it will build up some heat. I don't think this is safety glass. I could be wrong, but I don't think it is. Because that thing I got it out of was old. So I'll let it sit there a minute before I try to pick it up and move it around. I'll open it up and just grab that camera and hold it right over it so y'all can see it. We'll leave it sit there for a minute. It's scooting across there pretty quick though, so I don't. It's been going about 11 and a half minutes, and I think it's way more than halfway done, because I think it looks like it's got about 5 inches worth coming down. And I think after I scaled it to 5 inches wide, I think it was only like 8 inches tall. Well, I guess I could look. Yeah. Let's see what it says. 8.6, 5 by 8.6. So it's not, it shouldn't take too much longer then. I hope the picture's staying good. Nobody said anything, and I'm still getting that signal on StreamYard here saying that my connection is unstable. But I opened up YouTube and I got it. I'm looking at it there, and it lags once in a while, but that's not par for the course for that old Pro. I think one thing that might freak it out is when it's trying to capture all that when I've got it full screen like this. Because it's having to do a lot full screen and that thing going back and forth so fast. I gotta say, for some crummy green paint, it's looking pretty good. I think it might be all right. Yeah, it's still not the best view up there on YouTube, looks like. Alice says, picture's a bit blurry, but we're used to it now. Okay. Do not adjust your set. Crack me up, Alan. Okay, Jerry's talking about his tile. He said, I was probably way too slow. It was outdoor with some kind of grid on it. Okay. Now, excuse me, Jerry, were you using a diode laser or were you using your Omtech? Because they do take a little while with a diode. Okay, Jerry said it was with the Omtech. Okay. Alan's asking if Alan's got any laser progress. Jerry says it did actually carve, though, not just a scratch. Okay. Yeah, Mike could have went a little faster then. I try to remember, I don't always remember it, but I always try to, when I get ready to do something, I always try to hit that preview to see how long I'm looking at. Sometimes you don't want to go. We're at 16 minutes right now. I wished I could have got those things off that thumb drive too, wherever I put it. Now I don't even know what I did with it. I'm watching my my little meter over here, and the highest I see it go to is like 3 milliamps. So it's not taking a lot of power to burn that paint off of there. Okay, Alan said he's got a, what do you got? Got one on order now. Got you a Thunder, what is it? Nova 35 100. All right. Good deal. That's what my friend Melinda has, and I hadn't got in touch with her to tell her to call you. You still want me to have her call you, Alan, or since you've already pulled the trigger, maybe maybe you won't need to talk to her. Hope you're stuck in here. JR's in the house. How you doing, JR? JR, since you just got here, we are engraving glass, a sheet of glass. Okay, Alan says, yeah, I have her call me. Okay. Yeah, I hadn't even got in touch with her. She's still working for the man, so I'll get in touch with her and have her give you a call. Okay, let me look again and see what that. Okay. It says, I really need to pull the trigger on one, but also still a little concerned about venting it since I live in a colder climate. Well, I'll tell you what I did. Like I said, these past couple days, and I'll be doing it again tonight, just to be extra safe. I mean, I know it's not going to get down that cold in here. All right, I'm going to let that set just a minute before I grab it out of there. But what I do is, since I have mine, I know y'all have seen the thing. You make me dizzy for a minute. Okay, you see my window back there, and I've got my AC infinity fan mounted to the wall just below that window, and then it goes up, and then I've got a board where I 3D printed a flange there. What I do is I'll go to that, and I do have one of those dryer vent things on the other side, the little flaps that close. But whenever they're talking about it getting real cold, especially if it's going to be windy and cold, I take the clamp loose from there, move that hose out of the way, and then I take a t-shirt and stuff in that hole. That way the wind can't blow down through that hose and get close to that tube. All right, let me see if I can can't tell. I don't think you're really going to be able to see it that good. I'm going to have to pull it out. It doesn't feel hot at all. But here, of course, now we're going to be dealing with reflection. Let me get this like this. And let's see if I can. Let me find something to put behind it. I don't know. I guess you can see it pretty good. That looks kind of cool. That looks kind of cool. I am digging it. And that is, I didn't put a real thick thing of paint on there. Let's see if I can find, yeah, here's some. Okay, let's see if I take this piece of wood put it behind it, you can kind of maybe see it a little better. That is kind of cool. It's not really the right kind of green for the Hulk, but you get the gist of it, I think. Now, what I want to do is I want to, let's see here. I'm going to bring this up right about there. And I'm going to let's see. I want to resize this. Okay, so I want the height to be about 6 inches. And now we'll frame this. Let me get that camera. Just a little better. Okay, there we go. Apparently, when I closed the lid, it bumped that camera, which pulled something else and wiggled the connection to the Yeti. And then when you get it going again, it switches things. So that we had the mic for that one in there. So you should be able to hear me now. JR says, we use key control system. Imagine a safe of sorts, but much weaker. They tore the hell out of it to get in there. Okay. Jerry says Ryan has jokes now. He comes up with a good one every once in a while. Okay, now I think you can probably see that it's doing something. It's frosting that glass, and that's with nothing on it. No paint, no nothing. So this has been a good little test. And I'm still running the same settings. I didn't change anything. 500 millimeters a second, 12% power. And we'll see. But I mean, you can, I assume you can see it clear. I got to remember, you're not seeing it with StreamYard, you're seeing it with YouTube. So let's see if it's. Oh, I got to catch it back up now. Okay, yeah, you should. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty clear. You can. I watched a video and somebody had just a clear piece of glass, and he was frosting it like this. He never did tell his settings, so I don't know what he was using. And he was putting it in an epilogue too, one of them high dollar lasers. But he did like a flag, and it frosted it into the glass. It looked really, really nice. Jerry said it's clear again, so next time just hit again. Whatever it takes, I guess. Whatever it takes. I still wish they had this thing, because whenever I do one of these streams where it's a members only thing, it does not count how many people are in, how many are watching. It just says 0. So I never know how many's here. And even the folks that said hello and stuff, I don't know if they're still here or not. But if you are, I appreciate you hanging around. This will be done here in a little bit. And I got to say, just from what I can see, I think this is going to be even cooler than the green. I think so. So Jerry, if you got your notepad handy, write those settings down. Plain old glass, 500 millimeters per second, max power 12%, minimum 0. And that thing's gonna look pretty cool. By the way, I am running that, the little bit of air assist comes on automatically, and the only way I can turn it off is just to literally unplug the hose and point it somewhere else. So that's still on too. And I don't know if I doubt that really makes much difference on glass, but I don't know. The design of the Omtech has open vents to draw air in on the sides. Yep. Yeah, the little pass-through side thing. Of course, there's a pass-through on front and back, and it's got doors on it. But then on the sides, there's a gap of about that much on the left and the right side. And I was thinking about something, Jerry. You could probably go to, some kind of a dollar store, and I'm sure they sell cheap picture frames and stuff. You just buy a real cheap one and either throw the frame away or use it for something else, and take the glass out of it, make something. Ryan says, "Oh, I think I'm going to like this one better than the painted one." I do too. I think it's really looking cool. There he goes again. Who let the dogs out? That would be Ryan. My big Jack might have to go out one more time. He's in there sawing some logs about now, I think. He was when I came out here. Yeah, and I probably shouldn't say it, but you know how I talk about some of these people in these Facebook groups and stuff, and I'm like, I don't get it, I guess, because I have not tried glass before until tonight. And all I did was spend about 20 minutes watching two different videos. And of course, the one that I watched there where I got the settings was that YouTube channel Imager or Imager or whatever it is, the one where you go online to use that stuff to do your image processing or whatever. And the gal that does those videos has an 80-watt laser. I don't know if it's an Omtech or Thunder or what it is, but it's an 80-watt laser. So that's why I like to watch her, because she always says, I'm going to run it at this speed and this power max and this power, she always tells exactly what her settings are. And I'm like, well, it may not be the exact same 80-watt laser I have, but since it's 80 watt, I'm going to go with it. And just like the other night when we was doing the little key cat tiles, the slate tiles and stuff, the black scratch paper and stuff, all of that, I just use what she says. So it kind of gets me that so many people in these Facebook groups just seem to have all these problems. And I'm like, I guess I'm just really lucky, because this stuff doesn't seem like it's that hard to me. Just pay attention to the YouTube videos you watch, or maybe they're too lazy to go watch them. I don't know. Yeah, Jeff says, who let the dogs out? Well, it was Ryan. That's now you know. Jerry said, mine are asleep on the couch. They wait for midnight, 1 a.m., then want to tell me, go tell the world they're using the facilities. Okay, there's looking more at volume of air in shop as to if that would need makeup air. Jerry says, my shop is pressurized almost compared to Dave's, and I run the fan quite a bit while I'm out there, and the difference was not too much of a problem. All right, let's see. We're a little over an hour here. Been going about 11 and a half minutes. What did I say it was? 17 minutes or something like that. Yeah, almost 18 minutes, but I didn't look to see what that other one finished at, but I think it finished a lot quicker than what the preview said. It looks like it's, well, yeah, it doesn't have much more to go. And since it's looking so good, I'm going to go ahead and let it finish. So if y'all got somewhere you got to be, why, go ahead and bail on me. This one here is going to look really cool. Who would have thought that you could take just a plain old 30-year-old piece of glass and make something cool with it? Now I got to figure out how to get those pieces cut, because they're all, you know, about this long and about 6 inches tall. I got a glass cutter somewhere, but knowing me, finding it's probably, I think I know where it is, but I'll probably end up ordering another one. That's why I have 2 of everything. Looks like the picture on YouTube still looking pretty good. I think. See what the temperatures got down to. Yeah, here I got a weather alert on my phone for another freeze warning from 2 a.m. tonight until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Freezing temperatures in the low 30s with temperatures as low as the upper 20s in the upper elevations of North Georgia. So I will probably, just for the heck of it, just because I don't want to have to buy a new tube, I will probably undo that hose again and stuff a t-shirt in it and make sure that there's no chance of wind blowing in here and freezing that thing. Better to be extra careful and not take a chance and have to spend another $400, $500, $600 to replace the tube because I was too lazy to undo the hose. So, yeah, that camera, I think, is, from what I can tell, it's a little clearer when I look at StreamYard versus the YouTube, but it's still giving you a pretty good picture that okay, there it goes. Let's see if I can get it out of there without knocking the camera and the mic and all that stuff around. Okay, let me get rid of that camera. Here it is, and I'm going to put this, well, that makes it harder to see, doesn't it? There we go. I put it in front of my shirt. That is pretty cool. And it's not that I'm trying to see if there's any little pieces of glass. I guess you'd have to be kind of careful. Because I don't know if it. You wouldn't want to get a little. I don't know, guys. You tell me. That's kind of neat that you can just take a plain old. Can't get it where the reflection. There we go. Plain old piece of glass and make something that looks that cool. And I'm sure it probably looks a lot better in person to me than it does on the camera. All righty, well, I guess that's going to do it. Yeah, you can. Hey, I just thought of something. Let's do it with a piece of this black scratch paper behind it. I can hold it. There you go. Well, if I get it too close to that light that I've got on here, I got to keep it over here. That looks pretty cool. And like I said, I'm not a fan of the Hulk, but that does give you lots of ideas of other things that I can put on some of this glass. So that's just another fun medium to play with. I've still got a few things I haven't tried yet. Leather is one, and I don't know, there's probably a lot of things, but so far that glass is pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, nicer without the paint, yeah. Now I suppose if you painted it and then engraved it, I don't know whether you could put acetone on it and get the paint off. It'd probably be more trouble than it's worth to try to do it that way. But anyhow, all right, we've been at it, hour and 14 minutes. I'm going to get off of here. You guys know the drill. If anybody wants to come hang out, I'm always out here a few minutes turning stuff off, and I got to take that exhaust hose loose and take my t-shirt and cram it in there in that hole to keep the cold out, since we got another freeze warning tonight. So we will get ready to do this again next time. Let me get over here. Thank y'all for being channel members. I really appreciate you guys. You know, the little dab you pay each month to be a YouTube channel member of mine helps to keep all this stuff going. So I appreciate you. All right, we will see y'all later. Like I said, I'll be turning on Facebook if anybody wants to come hang out. If not, that's fine too. But we will see you next week. Take care, everybody.